So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's Pele! Now it's Semenyo. Now it's Hullet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a brilliant interception. Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pele! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Guangdong United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread out to the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The less said about that pass, the better. Vieira. Vietnam already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Shoots! That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Seedorf. Played out towards the right wing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lahm. Seedorf. It's a really well-measured ball. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Nesta. And it's Seedorf. And it's Lahm. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Semenyo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Guangdong United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Vieira. Pepe. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. pull it. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Not the most convincing of passes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pull it, has it out wide and in space. It's a good-looking delivery. Desai getting this one clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pinches it off him. Marcelo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? We are into overtime. Now, he's got space here. That is good alertness. And they can counter here. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Vietnam leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Pele looking understandably energised after his goal. Vieira. Pele. Strong running down that left flank. And this is Ronaldo. Very nicely done. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Semenyo is carrying after that one. Now it's Hullet, and it's Maicon. Maicon's cross, and that's been well dealt with. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pele. Koller was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22.
They're taking a moment to
Michael.
consider their options.
Number 11. Hullet. Number 41. Rice. Coming on the field.
And it's Vieira.
Number 20. Erling
Delivers
Haaland.
with whip.
Number 23.
Tries to get it clear.
Beckham. Number 21.
Ribéry is one whose
Number
deliveries
16,
we all know about.
Rodri.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, that's nice. Lofted in. Bergomi with the clearance. Oh, he's been chance! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 42. Semenyo.
Muangthong United have opted to make another change here. Bale coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's quick to return it.
Might want to be careful there.
That is good strength. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no, he's seen through all of that. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ribéry. Oh, good spread. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Incoming delivery. Oh, good glide! Deftly away.
Substitution.
Thuram. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that's the keeper's ball. Vietnam will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from